What's up, guys? Martin Golden Paydirt Reviews, and we got another shipment in and another bag of Paydirt, and this time it's from eBay. It's an eBay seller called eastalnews or eastalnews. Well, let's just put it as eastalnews, one whole word. He's got a 100% positive feedback. Now let's get into some of the information on this. The description of the Paydirt, as it's titled, is 5 pounds of rich, unsearched Paydirt, pickers, fines, and nuggets. It sells for $35 with free shipping. Now let's go into the item description. Item description reads as rich, unsearched, gold panning Paydirt concentrates. Let us do the hard work recovering the Paydirt and pan at your leisure. Random bags will contain the motherlode of chunky local gold. Buy as many as you want. Buy the 5-pound bags. There's no limit. So, yada yada yada, what will be found inside our gold Paydirt? Each purchase of gold Paydirt will contain varying assortment of rocks and minerals. This is not a chance listing. You will receive actual unsearched tested gold Paydirt from an active gold dredging operation, where our operation uses 4, 5, and 6-inch gold dredges in the southern gold belt. All locations are chosen economical by geologists with 30 years experience of gold exploration and mining. They test each of their places to make sure they're at a very rich spot. Each bag will contain gold both found naturally occurring and gold that he has added to make sure everyone finds gold. So, a little deeper into the item description, he states that in the past he was a GPAA chapter president, literally with gold running through his veins, in Lumpkin County, Georgia, home of the largest gold rushes in the East, named after his family and ancestors, and a governor and chief justice of the state of Georgia in the early 1800s. Many of his ancestors were gold miners during the 1830s gold rush from Georgia to Alabama. Then he has some videos of him doing some dredge, and then a little deeper in the item description. I'm only reading this so you can understand what I want to say next. Some motherlode bags will contain 3 to 6 times more gold added. And then he goes where he finds the Paydirt again, and then goes over, the whole thing and about the history of the place. So now back to my little info on this. I don't mind someone saying you could find a motherlode bag 3 to 6 times more, but what is the minimum we're going to find so we know that we could find 3 to 6 times no more? So this bag is $35. If I was to happen to get 3/4 of a gram, I would probably be at 100% ROI. I mean, a little more, just say almost a little above 3/4 of a gram would be 100% ROI because it's $35 with free shipping. So, motherlode bag would be 3 to 6 times more. I would assume it would be over 100% ROI. I mean, I'm only stating because I don't know what the maximum or minimum recovery process is on this bag. So with that said, let me get to weighing this up. Then I'll classify it and I'll come back with some more information. So let's weigh this up. Let's check out. We got our 5 pounds. 5.21 ounces of Paydirt. Thumbs up. A+, dropping in the corner right now. Doom. Doom, 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 doom. A+ on the weight. It looks a little damp. Just a little. So I'm going to dry this out. I'm going to open it, dry it out, see how wet it was. I'm not absolutely a fan of wet Paydirt, but we'll dry it out, give it another reweight, see if it was totally below or how soaked it was. Also, a little back to the conversation before, I always hold the prospector to a higher standard than a person who's actually buying gold and adding it to the Paydirt. So I'm going to higher hopes for this bag, especially with the maybe motherlode-ish kind of thing I could grab on this. But besides that, let me get to the classificational part, dry this up, and I'll let you know what's going on over there. So I'll be right back. Classification is done. Let's check it out and let's see what we got. And pretty strange, but we'll go over it real fast. So this is my plus 10, and there's a lot of plus 10 in here. There is a whole bunch, and there is some organics. But there is some plus 10. I did not see any gold because this was 5 pounds, so I classified it fast. But there is a lot of quartzy material in here, so it should be fun. This is my under 10 over 20, and this is the absolute smallest portion of all the classifications. Very little in here. This is my under 20 over 40. Not too shabby. Okay, and this is where most of the material is. My under 40, 60, 80, 100 mesh. I mean, there is a lot of material in here. And let's see if there is any magnetics. Hold on. All right, let's check for some magnetics. Nothing there. Nothing too much here, but maybe there's just too much dirt. All right, there's some. There's some. I'm gonna probably say there's more than what you're seeing because there's a lot in this piece. But there are some in here. But I know there's a lot of hematite, maybe not magnetite. There's some on this on under 20 over 40. See, you're saying this is the under 10 over 20. There's not a lot on there. And yep, look at that. Even the plus 10, there's a lot. So I know there's more than what meets the eye in this under 40, 60, 80, 100 mesh. I know it is. So let me pan this out. I'll come back with my results and my final thoughts on East LA News from Georgia. All right, I got the panning station set up. Just wanted to give you guys, sometimes I always like to refresh my newest members, what I use to pan. And most of us are mailbox prospectors, or at home, or in the winter and do stuff like this. So I use a 14-inch E-swing pan as my catch basin and my 10-inch 4-stage Martin's pan. So basically, this is how I pan every time into my catch basin, which is my 14-inch E-swing pan. I mean, it's absolutely deep enough to do what you got to do, beyond deep enough. I mean, my whole pan goes in there, you know, totally cover it with water if I want it to be, you know what I mean? So it's that deep. And once you have it in here and you're done, you can actually pan out the material in here into wherever you store your stuff and see if you missed anything. So it does like best of both worlds. So I just want to let you guys know that. I always have my snuffer bottle on hand, my magnet, my Paydirt, and some tweezers. So let me get into panning this. I'm going to finish the end of this batch of Paydirt with the Tyke Strike big bucket sluice. So just to let you guys know how I hooked it up is I got a 5/8 to 7/8 to 1-inch OD dishwasher connection from Lowe's. Basically use bolt connections that came with it for the shut off valve, and then go directly into my 500 horsepower Tsunami bilge pump. I use a nice regular battery that I got from a generator. I put on the connections, I put alligator clips onto both ends of the bilge pump, marked one white, that's positive, and one black, and that one white down here is positive. I made sure I found that out. And the same with this, with the negative. All I do is clip it onto the bat, and boom. Hold on. Ice cream truck. So, there it goes. We got it running. This Paydirt is just a pain in the butt. So, I just wanted to show the rest of this, me using Tyke Strike's big bucket sluice. So, let me hook this up and film the rest. I'll be right back. Alright. So, here we go. We got that in. Pick it up a little. Maybe I should do it from the side. Let me see how it looks from the side. Let's see. Looks a little better from the side. We'll do it like that. All right, here we go. Man, this stuff that I got is just really dangerous. So it is just hard to the bone. So we'll do it just like this. We'll let the Tyke Strike bucket sluice find the gold. It's very fine gold. Very, very fine. What I like about it is easy to make sure you got it level. Very easy. You can tell just by the back over here, if you can see where my hand is, you can see if the wave is fine going off, if it's an even, nice flat wave, you're good. Let me wet this stuff. I think it'd be easy if it's wet. I'll wet it now. I was putting it in dry, but sometimes that really don't matter that much. Maybe it does, maybe it don't. I don't know. Some people say it doesn't, some people say it does. But this is some really horrible stuff. This has got so much hematite. It's not magmatite, hematite. And it's a very, very tough clean out. So we're gonna see what Tyke Strike's big bucket sluice could do. Let's hope it catches all that fine gold. Let's hope. Let me see if I put one more in over there, see if there's a buildup, because then I gotta level a little more. I'm getting more of a buildup over there, so let's tilt it a little more. See what happens. Can't see with the glare. Oh, I can see gold already. Yeah, I can see it. Just gotta hope it cleans up. Let's help it a little. Ain't gonna hurt if I help it. These pockets in the back are super deep. Like really deep. I can see a lot of heavies. I mean, there's going to be gold everywhere. This is some really light stuff. I'm probably going to have to run this a couple of times, unfortunately. But that's the joys of messing with some really fine gold. That's why I wish I had a blue bowl. But man, look at that. It's just so much. So many fines. Too much fine gold. It's transferring. Without a doubt, it's transferring. It's dancing. Trying to make sure I get it right down the middle. Just look at this stuff. Would you just look at it? It is black. It is nasty. When I ran the Tyke Strike bucket sluice yesterday, I ran it with the chunky gold, and it was immediate. It took everything out, like everything. But if you guys can see, there is all gold right here. There is gold here. There's gold up here. There's gold in here. There's gold in here. I can see gold down here. I can see some gold making it down to the end. I can see gold down here, which is not what I wanted to see, but I know that this gold that I'm working with is super, super fine gold. I mean, just really fine gold. There is no way this is going to catch all the gold. There's no way. It's just too fine. That's why I really need a blue bowl. I'm trying to give it time to work, but I know it's going to be hard. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with some losses because this is really, really fine gold. I mean, I'm talking about like there is some flower gold in here. all this is sub 40 mesh gold. So from 40, 60, 80, 100, 200, 300 mesh gold. This is some really fine stuff. There's going to be some decent stuff, but a lot of it's going to be also be fine. So I know that for a fact. Trying to make sure I get it level just right. And a lot of buildup right here. I want to make sure that works. All right, next. Nice. Okay. I mean, the front cleans out easy, but I mean, there's so much gold. I can see it up here. I can just see all the gold right here because there's so much fine. There's a lot of gold getting stuck here. I don't know if you can see it in the front. You can see it. So right there, I'm going to point down. Look at this line. There's a line of gold right here. There's a line of gold right here, and there's a line of gold down deep in his pocket. But this gold is so fine that it's just amazing. It's just too much. Just too much. So I know Tyke's job. I know. Look at this. You can see the line of gold right there. I'm gonna have to rerun this material, which is a sin, but it's just too fine. And I can't wait to let you guys know where I got this from the eBay seller. There's gold everywhere right here, everywhere. Man. See, the resistance is right there. Wish I can just see if I do it like that. That's too much. I wanted to clean this up. First cleanup. Now I'm on my last cleanup. I'm pretty much done. So I'm going to let you know this is how it looks. All right, I let it run for a little while. There's a lot of hematite in here. A lot. But I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to show you on the second clean out. It is pretty much loaded with gold. I mean, look at all of this gold. There's gold, gold, gold. Every little cell here is full of gold. Every cell here is full of gold. And in here, and all these deep riffles are pretty much full of gold. The first cleanup, it was loaded. It was pretty much loaded. I didn't film it because I'm out here and it's late, but I just wanted to get it done and see how it worked. But I mean, I got gold everywhere. Just look at these deep pockets full of gold, full of gold, full of gold. Sure, I can get a better zoom than that. Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, this thing is definitely doing its job. I just want to see how much it lost, because I know it lost. I mean, this gold is super fine and a lot of flower gold. I mean, so I'm going to go check my tailings, get this all cleaned up, and I'll let you know after the review how it did, and I'll have to do some tweaking and learning a little more. But so far, so good. All right, so I'll be back, guys. So let me clean this up. I had a blast, though. And it definitely helped me out because I was having a hard time panning all this. I had like 4 pounds of pure under 40 mesh gold. And it was terrible with all that hematite. I just couldn't pan it. All right, so I'll be back. I just finished panning this out. Man, look at all this gold. Look at all of this gold. This was probably one of the hardest but funnest bags I've ever done. Absolute pleasure. But a pain in the butt. This guy is selling it on eBay, and I'm 100% certain some of these people who are buying these bags are complaining that they're not finding all the gold, because look at all the gold. It's a lot of finds. Like, I'm talking microscopic finds. I'm talking sub 300 mesh all the way to 40 mesh and up. I mean, I got some chunkers there too. I got some nice plus 10 pickers. See if I can focus a little better. Just trying to get it to focus, guys. Bear with me. There you go. I mean, look at those pickers. I got some nice chunky pickers, but look at all this gold. I mean, like, whoa. That is mega crazy, crazy finds. Also, this was some real deal dredge cons. When he said he was a dredger, I mean, look at all of the, that's just some of the lead I found in there. I found a whole bunch of lead. I found some metal. I found some iron stones, you know, like it was like melted metal with iron and got left in the rocks and stuff. I found some chalcopyrites. I found some nice gem quality, you know, nice little smoky quartz. I found some more steel and iron, some more. I mean, it's just a lot of awesome stuff. What you would find if you were a dredge, if you were out there dredging. He made the experience super real. I mean, like, look at this. So I'm going to dry all this gold up, get it all together, dry it up, and I'll come back with my final ROI and my final thoughts on this Paydirt. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I finally got everything together. I'm going to make the closing statement and the final results pretty short because the video was really long. So let's get into the results. Let's find out what we got. And let me get this a little darker so you can see the scale. All right, zoom up a little. There you go. See a little better. Really sunny out. Well, somewhat sunny out. All right, here we go. Scale it out. 0.88 grams of gold. Let's wait 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0.88 grams of gold. Wow. So with that said, at 0.89 grams of gold, it finished off at, we're going to say that is exactly $33.60 worth of gold. So at today's ROI, at my ROI, that is a 97% ROI. Let's get that light back on. Whatever, I'm playing with it. That's a 97% ROI. Almost 100. And it was definitely well worth it. I could probably say if I go through those cons another 3 times, I'll get the extra 3% for 100% ROI. So I'm going to give this guy 100% ROI because I know in those cons, there is some more fine gold. I tried to get every drop of it. I'm talking about I tried to get every drop of it. There was so much fine gold. It was really challenging. I mean, it was something else. Let's get this to zoom up. That is a pile of under 40 mesh gold to 60 mesh, 80 mesh, 100 mesh, 300 mesh. I mean, there is some really super duper fine gold here, guys. There was some nice pickers too. Look at the pickers to the left of it. I mean, there's some nice chunky plus 10 pieces there. And that is so cool. I mean, just getting that alone was so mega. But I worry about the seller because people who are going to buy this from eBay might complain that they can't recover all those finds. I'm gonna, you know, after this is done, I will definitely talk to the guy via email and tell him to make sure in his description page, he states, will hold a lot of fine gold. Because this has to be one of the funnest bags, the most challenging bags I've done in an absolute long time. This isn't hematite. This isn't magmatite. This is hematite. So this is non-magnetic black sands that are mixed in with this ultra fine gold. It was a challenge. I used a Tyke Strike. I used a Tyke Strike big bucket concentrator to help me, get most of that material broken down. And then I went through the rest and I got 97% of the gold. There has to be some more fines in there. It's just really, really challenging. So I'm going to give this guy 100% ROI. I'm going to say, if you guys want a challenge, I'm not saying every bag is 100% ROI. It might be a 75% ROI. I don't know. I just don't know. But all I know is that if you want a challenge and you want to keep yourself busy and you want to test your panning skills, this guy who's selling, or this lady, I don't know who it is, this seller is definitely well worth it. I mean, well worth it. I mean, that is some good, nice, really nice gold. So the gold is from Georgia. I would assume that's what it says. The Georgia area. He was a chapter president of the GPAA. So obviously he's a real stand-up guy. Beyond that, I had a blast. I honestly had a blast. So I'll leave in the link of this description page, I'll leave the link to his eBay store and this item I bought. Also, I'll leave the link for my Patreon page. If you want to help me and support the channel, go check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/Golden Paydirt Reviews, where we hold every 5th of the month mega giveaways. It will always be a sluice. Most of the time, I'm going to give you, you have the option to get a Spike Strike prospect in sluices. Whatever I have up for grabs. But also, the item I'm also giving away. Plus, we give away silver coins, silver rounds, silver bars. We give away Paydirts. Brooklyn's finest AU Paydirt, Panmore Gold Paydirt, Tom's Gold Paydirt, whatever is on the list, and it's definitely awesome to go help me out and go sign up. I would greatly appreciate that. You can also help support the channel at paypal.me/Martin Mastrangelo, and that is also inside the description page. And we got some merchandise out. I'm going to be putting the link inside my description page too, to the Teespring Golden Paydirt Reviews sweaters, hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops, socks, cell phone covers, towels, and more. Beyond that, I had a blast. Guys, besides the gold, I mean, look at all of the lead I found. I found all this lead. There was a lot more lead. There's some chalcopyrite in there. There's some lead. There's some silver. There's some. Also, what I realized this is sludge, whatever you call it. The stuff from when you melt gold, the leftover stuff. This still has gold in it. If you look into it with a microscope and under the jeweler's loop, you'll still see very fine gold in here. So there's a couple of pieces in there. So I'm going to crush them up and we're going to put it in my recovery process. But this was some of the truest cons I've done in a long time. Definitely a thumbs up. This gets a smile just as I did Outlaw Gold Paydirt gets a smile. Dredge cons by true prospectors, giving you the best product out there available. I'm telling you, I had a blast. That's all that matters. I'm a reviewer. Don't know this guy from a hole in the wall. And I had a blast. Anyone who's a true prospector that's selling his dredge cons unsearched with added gold is definitely giving you a product that you want. I mean, I had a blast doing Outlaw Gold Paydirt. Another fantastic seller that sell his dredge cons untouched with added gold. So you can't go wrong. These ROIs are definitely there. But the adventure and the fun is there because what's in the pay dirt is what you will find if you're out in the river sluicing or dredging. And that's what we want as the experience goes. We don't want a pay dirt. It's just dirt and you go through it and you get the gold. I mean, that's boring. We want the real experience, and companies like this have the real experience. So I hope you liked the video. Share it. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Share it. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, to hit that subscription button and the bell. Don't forget to hit that like. I really need the likes and subscribers. That's how we grow. That's how we move along. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Martin from Golden Paydirt Review saying, go find your treasures, happy hunting, and God bless. Peace. I'm out.